help?
Yeah.
The Y is fantastic. They will make whatever accommodations. They don't say, oh no, the lifeguard can't pull off his sweatpants, or oh no, you know, they don't say any of those things. They're always, let's see how we can work together and make it possible.
Where's your towels? Up here?
The pool area, he gets put in with the lift, taken out with the lift, and then the aide that we've hired from a home front agency. John, ironically, was on the board of directors of this particular agency before he was diagnosed with MS. So you never know, you know, how you maybe you volunteer and you're a nice guy for doing this, and now he's using their services.
Hey, John, you're all set. Have a good swim.
The YMCA in Cranston has been wonderful in terms of helping him in any way that they could to make sure that he can still swim. By that I mean they told me, John is having problems in the dressing room. He's falling and he really needs an aid. We think it would be better if he were put into the pool with a lift. He insists on diving in or, you know, jumping in, but we think that, you know, at this point he needs a lift. And then at another time he says John's having problems because his leg is dragging in the pool, and even though he uses the breaststroke, he first started out with the butterfly. You have to understand that John was a competitive swimmer and a lifeguard for many years, but he started doing the butterfly. He couldn't do that anymore because of his orientation, and he did the crawl. And he couldn't do that anymore because he would go all over the pool. He'd almost be diagonal in the lane. So then he said, okay, I can't do that. I can't do it on my back. I'm just going to do the breaststroke. And but because one of his legs drags, it pulls him down. So they told him, okay, how about if you wore this buoyancy belt? And so now that's what he uses.
He usually swims for about a half hour. I'm not sure exactly how many laps. Usually I'm watching the whole pool, not counting. But his wife said usually she thinks it's 10 laps. I'm not sure if it's 10 lengths or 10 laps. But it's usually a half hour. Usually gets in around 11:30 and gets out sometimes around 12.
I've been watching John swim for a couple of years, and he has more breath control than I do, and that most people do in the swim. And when new people come in and watch John swimming, they swear that he's drowning because he takes so long before he takes a deep breath. But he's wonderful, and he loves the pool because he says it's the only place where he can stand up. And he walks, and he takes his flotation device off and does deep knee bends at the end, and then walks around the edge of the pool to get back in the chair to get up.
When away from swimming for even a week, John feels that he can notice a real difference in his physical conditioning. And so he tries not to miss at all. He's so, you know, I have to go swimming 3 times a week. And if he doesn't go because he has a doctor's appointment or something happens where, you know, they don't pick him up because there's too much snow and the van doesn't work, he feels badly about it because he feels that he's going to lose some ground.
same. Next one. I hope you feel better soon. That's okay, I can get it.
Trans van picks him up at the Y and then brings him home and brings him right to the door.
John's ready for lunch. He did his exercise. He's hungry.